Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the 2024 Dream All-American Underclassmen Rising Stars game. Hunter Paris alongside my broadcast partner Will Connerly. And Will, excited to be here at AT&T Stadium and excited to watch a lot of fun, exciting football today with a lot of great athletes on the field.
It's a great opportunity for these athletes because they get a chance to play not only in a venue like this, but they get an opportunity to showcase their skills. And being in the underclassmen department, it's something that they can build on as they progress throughout their career.
You're 100% right as we look at both of the head coaches for this underclassmen game. Team Stars, they're wearing their red uniforms today, led by head coach Logan Wells, who has taken the year off of coaching, was at Brown Deer High School and in Wisconsin for a little bit. Then we have Aaron Henderson on the other side for Team Dream, Gray Team, getting ready to rock and roll here at AT&T Stadium.
It should be a fantastic time, Hunter, just because of the fact that the anticipation is really high as well. But the unique thing, too, that we always look for early on in these games is just some of the kind of continuity that you're going to see, right? Because it's not like they've all gotten on the same page with the playbooks in the sense that you normally see, and it's the ultimate team sport. So to see the athletes work together is something that I'm going to watch out for as well today.
100%, and so many great athletes out there, but also, like you mentioned, the continuity. They haven't gotten to practice with each other that much and don't have experience playing with each other that much. So it's going to be interesting to see today. I mean, last week at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, we saw a lot of high snaps, a lot of low snaps, a lot of bobbled snaps. That's something that you get with, not having enough time to practice.
Absolutely. So that's going to be something to watch, and seeing how these players can adapt quickly to a new playbook. I mean, that's something that you're going to have to do throughout your career when coaching changes happen, or if you want to go play to the next level. So the ability to adapt and the ability to really adjust and start learning new systems, I mean, that's what's on display. But again, like you said at the top, Hunter, it's all about what these athletes can do as they're excited to showcase their skills today, and we're looking forward to seeing it.
Yes, it is. Team Stars will kick off to Team Dream. Like I mentioned before, Team Stars in the red uniforms and Team Dream in the gray uniforms. And doing the honors to kick off for Team Stars is number 54, Mason Schmidt. Schmidt led his district in kicking stats his freshman year on varsity. As a junior this year on varsity, second team all-district and academic all-state. You see him right there. The pride of Lake Country Christian High School right here in Texas, so he feels at home. Set to kick off. And we're underway here at AT&T Stadium for the 2024 Dream All-American Rising Stars game. This one's going to be fielded at the 5-yard line and returned out near the 25-yard line, up past the 30 and down at the 31. A nice return there by that young man. Number 81 for Team Dream, Maxwell Garfield from Georgia.
That Garfield putting the stiff arm on at the end of that run. A really good return right there to set up this offense and to see what they can do. A lot of new faces and characters, but you certainly saw that Garfield was ready to go from the opening return, getting it across the 30-yard line.
So out trots this Team Dream offense. They're led first by number 3, Josiah Richard Bynum from New Jersey, 6'2", 170 quarterback. In the shotgun, he's got trips outright. He'll take the high snap. As you mentioned, the continuity coming into play here early. Bynum still on the run, rolling out towards his left. He's going to tuck it and run. Some positive yards there after being almost 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Nice job by Josiah Richard Bynum.
Well, welcome to the ball game. That's what you say right there. The snap goes over your head. Certainly what wasn't scripted on the opening play, but the ability to move that to a 7-yard gain, that just shows the athleticism that's there for Bynum right now. What a great run after, like you said, he was back 20 yards and had to run a lot on that play to gain 7.
That was a big-time play right there. 2nd and 3 now. He'll hand this one off instead. Good snap that time, and plummeting forward for some first down yardage. Nice carry there by number 8, Team Dream's Truth Robinson. Great name.
Dan Robinson again, out of the 2027 class out of Virginia, someone who just runs the rock right there through the left side, had a good hole and evaded a tackle at first from Moses Steckel, and he had a good gain right there to move the chains.
A whistle will blow here as you see Dream All-American CEO and owner, founder, Shannon Riley, as he walks behind the offense, and we do have an injury timeout there for Team Stars. Hopefully he is all right. A couple of claps from the crowd, and 1st and 10 here for Team Dream at their own 45-yard line. Bynum next to Robinson in the backfield. Handoff to Robinson once again. Some nice blocks by that left side of the offensive line, but a better job of Team Stars to corral him after a gain of 3 right there. In there on the tackle for Team Stars, number 60, Dalen Chappell.
In truth, Robinson wanting to show today why he perhaps is the truth. Again, a 2027 class and getting a couple carries early in this ball game. You're going to get to see a lot of different offensive players get a chance as you see Bynum coming from the sideline back to the huddle right now. That's how they communicate some of the plays sometimes as well. Just to see how you can take a playbook in such a short amount of time is going to be interesting to watch.
And I got to watch on that defensive side for Team Stars, number 2, James Ford III. The defensive play caller in at middle linebacker right now. High snap right here. Bynum takes it. Speed option out to the right side, and he's going to be dropped after a loss of 2. In there on the tackle for Team Stars, number 56, Will Tracy out of Illinois.
Well, again, the snap and the center quarterback connection is one of the most important connections in the game of football, but you don't often always point that out when you're watching a football game, but you certainly notice it in big ways when it doesn't happen. This sets up a 3rd down, and again, you got to give a lot of credit to Bynum, who was at least not making these big losses, and he's recovering from the snaps that are going just a little bit above where he would like.
So 3rd down and 5 right here. Early 3rd down situation here for Team Dream, just over 3 minutes into this football game. Bynum sends a man in motion. Jet sweep off to the left side, bobbled it, recovers, and he's going to be dropped. Lost the football. Team Stars has it. He made a tackle the play before, and now he's got a fumble recovery to his name, number 56, Will Tracy out of Illinois.
Will Tracy coming in and hopping on the football. The football was bobbling that entire drive. It started from the jump on the opening snap. Another bad snap in right there. They tried to get a jet sweep out toward the sideline. Ball was bobbled initially, and then right here, a great tackle there, and then Tracy just hopping on the football, not giving up, and it's a turnover right there. Really big play to pick up a turnover, and it just shows that you have to fight to the whistle, and that's what he did right there.
Number 26, Zafir Comer, didn't really go for the ball there, just going for the tackle, but he'll be credited with the forced fumble. And a big shout out to number 56, Will Tracy, as we just mentioned. His family calls him Will. So Will with a fumble recovery here in the early going. Now Team Stars offense out on the field. Screen pass up to the left side is completed, but for a loss of 2. And at quarterback for Team Stars first is number 15, Joshua Buentella.
Got to go back to what you said. Will is the nickname for Will Tracy. And again, playing on that weak side as a linebacker, a Will linebacker. It's all making sense.
It just makes sense. He was born to be a backside linebacker. You love to see it. So head coach Logan Wells for Team Stars, kind of an offensive mastermind in the game of high school football. He's excited to be back down here in Dallas. He's taken the season off of coaching to get right, and we'll see if his offense today will get him right for a victory, as that run going nowhere, immediately shot up by number 38 on Team Dream. I believe that's Caleb Rostick-Alban.
And Credence Perez there as well toward the back half of that play. And somebody to watch today, a 2027 out of West Valley in Washington. And you see him in the interior of that defensive line trying to create some pressure. And they got into the backfield a couple times, and 2 losses, setting up a 3rd and long now.
So 3rd down and 13 officially from the 50-yard line. Sends a man in motion, drops back to pass under some pressure, wide open and just overthrew him out of bounds. Intended target that time was number 21, Parker Winge from Park Lane Academy in Mississippi. Can't find the connection there. Now they're facing a decision here early and would likely punt it away.
And you get Winge out there on the far side numbers and the running back getting just pushed out to the far side. You don't always see some running backs play on the perimeter, but in that case he was wide open, just well overthrown. Didn't have a chance to catch that ball out on the sideline.
So 4th and 13. And it looked like they were going to go for it at first. But now they're going to send out the punt team.
But Hunter, if we do go back to that play, it is good to see wanting to take shots down the field. 3rd and 13, that's what you're going to do in situations like this. 3rd down and long, not a lot of great plays in the playbook for it, but in a situation like this is where teams can really showcase who's going to step up in these big 3rd downs. And again, it shows they tried to take a shot, just weren't able to connect on it.
They bring out Keene Thibodeau from Fort Bend Marshall High School here in Texas. 5'7", 155 punter. So Thibodeau getting some early play time. First team Stars possession ends up in a punt. Nice high punt, fielded at the 25-yard line and returned up to the 26. Nice job by that punt team and Team Stars. One of the guys in there on the tackle, number 9, Jackson Graves, who just looks the part. Great frame on him, 6'5", 230, that tight end, making a big play on the punt return. Excuse me.
And on that punt coverage, you really want to try to showcase your talents on all 3 phases of the game. It's opportunities to get evaluated and improve from, like you mentioned at the top, these coaching staffs that have so much experience to be able to lead these players in every way. So let's see how, after one drive, no points, he had a turnover, then a punt, and a 3-and-out. We'll see if the offense can get going now as the teams start their 2nd set of series.
100% agree, Will. And as these players go in to try and play college football here in a couple of years, that's a way to get on the field early for your college, is playing special teams and being a great player on special teams. Screen pass out to the left side here. Nice catch and run. Good awareness there, reaching for the 1st down is number 81, Maxwell Garfield. Got a feeling we'll see a lot of him today.
Absolutely. I mean, Garfield was showing his ability early on that opening return when he put out his hand in a stiff arm effort. So you know that he's excited to try to show what he can do with the football. Big frame and can really run downhill at a high level.
2nd down and 1 from the 34-yard line. Bynum still in at quarterback from Deptford High School. Handoff here up the middle and a big hit. The offense laying the big wood right there. Number 8, Truth Robinson, telling the truth right there. He plunges forward for the 1st down.
And I don't know how many times we're going to have the opportunity to say that he's living up to his name, but when you run behind the pads like that, you certainly know that you have an ability to do things, to move the chains, to keep a drive going. And those short gains, those inside runs, that's where running backs really show their value.
Handoff here on 1st and 10. Once again to Truth, and he powers forward for 2 and brought down by a host of Team Stars players in there on that tackle. Number 20 for Team Stars. We look to find his name. So 2nd and 5. Excuse me, that might have been number 26, Saphir Comer. So Comer with the forced fumble earlier, my apologies. 2nd down and medium here. Already halfway into this 1st quarter, my apologies. Bynum in the shotgun. High pass just falls incomplete there. Not on the same page as the intended target, number 4, Galen Strother from Brazoswood High School down there in South Texas.
Like the idea right there, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly and try to get something out on the outside. Just like you said, missed his target a little bit high there, but you like that opportunity on 2nd and 5 to get the ball in the perimeter to some of these talented athletes on the outside and try to just stretch this defense because they've really been pounding it down the middle.
So 3rd down and 5 here. It's Team Dream offense trying to get something going and put some points up on the board for the first time today. Bynum fakes the handoff inside. No, lost the football. Ball's out. Recovered by Team Stars. A grown man play there by the Team Stars defense. And I believe it's number 71, Kylan Johnson. My apologies.
The 2028 out of Arizona, smack over where he goes, and man, he gets the football off the turf. 2 drives for Team Dream and 2 lost fumbles. The defense coming out in a big way.
As you see right here, problem with the handoff. He was all over it. Kylan Johnson, very impressive play right there out of Smackover High School. 6'1", 240 stature. He's got the turnover chain on right there.
You'd love to see that, and they've already gathered 2 fumble recoveries. And early on, at least for Team Dream, some of the challenges that have come offensively have just been from some of the center quarterback communication, some snaps, some handoffs, the quarterback to running back communication, trying to run it on 3rd and 5 right there, and just a little bit of a mishap when they try to hand the ball off in that situation. But you have an opportunity now for some players, and when you're in a showcase opportunity and you have a chance to get the ball toward the red area, a lot of people like calling it the green area, because ultimately that's where you're going to make the bucks if you continue to move on to the next level. So we'll see if someone can't punch it into the end zone here.
Quarterback change here for Team Stars. They bring out Christian Deal from Spanish Springs High School in Nevada, class of 2027, 6'1", 165. He's joined in the backfield by number 21, Parker Winch. And a quarterback keeper here. Absolutely nowhere for him to go. And a great play by that defense, but Will, I think this one is going to be, this flag is going to be against that defense. They got a face mask penalty right here.
Wow, so it's a face mask bailing out right there because they give it off to Hall in the back, and he had nowhere to go but backwards. And so that is going to erase being bailed out by the flag in that case, Hunter. But again, it moves you even closer if you tack 15 yards on there. And really interested and excited to see what Deal can do, because he had a huge freshman year with 2,300 plus yards, 29 TDs, and he only had 3 interceptions, so he takes care of the ball at a really high level.
Yes, he does. Looking to punch it in here to take an early lead in the 2024 underclassmen game. And we're going to have a false start right here. Well, we'll see.
Pointing, right? That's what I believe the case is, too. Movement early.
We'll see what the call is. Referee's talking it over.
They'll sort it out, Hunter, but just to go back to Deal for a moment as we get this call for 29 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. To take care of the ball as a freshman's one thing. To get it in the end zone that many times as well,
it's impressive.
Oh my gosh, and it is a false start. Yes, sir. Just like you indicated, so you go forward 15 with some laundry, then you go backwards 5, you net 10 out of it, but you're in the red zone. And or just outside of it now after the flag, but an opportunity to put something in 1st and 15.
A lot more pressure here now with it being 1st and 15 to get some solid yardage here on 1st down. To not put some pressure on your offense, and watch out. Play is blown up in the backfield. Number 58 for Team Dream got there first. Taniliu Mafa Barbosa.
And they try to get it out to Winch there on some trickeration. You saw some people were thinking, hey, what are they doing here? They're moving one guy in motion. Are they going to give it off to that guy? Interesting play right here, because you get the quarterback to then hand it off to the running back, but just blown up in the back, as you mentioned. 3 players getting inside the backfield, and Winch had nowhere to go. You like that motion on the pre-snap, but you can certainly say that Team Dream was not fooled.
Mafala Barbasa, great play there. Not going to be credited with a tackle or anything, but he definitely made that play and allowed his teammates to come in and clean up what he started. 2nd and 22 now. In the shotgun. Down the right side of the field, it's intercepted at the 5-yard line. Not on the same page as his wide receiver, and number 6 for Team Dream, Kyson Lunford, makes a big play.
Oh, Munford coming in big. A couple Munfords in this game. Yeah, Kieran too, both out of the 2027 class from Brazoswood. And man, what a great play by the defensive back in a situation, second in a country mile. You know you're probably going to have the quarterback cock his arm back and throw it deep. And you had three defenders in the area, and he's there to make the interception. Great play there, because when you just coughed it up and gave the other team the ball in plus territory right outside the red zone, you come up with an interception in a situation, yeah, you're backed up in the shadows of your own goalpost, but that's a really nice play made by the defensive back.
So ball spotted at the 3-yard line here for Team Dream. And at quarterback form now is number 2, Brody Adelot. Adelot checks in, standing in the Cowboys end zone here at AT&T Stadium. And they'll hand it off the left side here, and another great play by the defensive line. Both defensive lines have came to play here early. And for Team Stars, that time it was number 53, Caden Powell out of Bentonville West High School.
Oh, yes. Powell's getting there inside, and you know when you're a defensive lineman and the other quarterback is in the shotgun and his feet are in the end zone, and you're thinking, okay, they're going to try to run out of the shotgun, you're smelling 2 points as a defensive player. Not often you get on the board, but in these situations, you look for it, and he got back there pretty quickly at a good chance.
So no gain right there. 2.5 left to go here in the first quarter here at AT&T. Both of these teams trying to find their footing offensively. Screen pass out to the right side this time. Team Stars is there. Can't quite bring it down. Here goes Garfield. Across the 25-yard line and up to the 30-yard line. Oh, we might get a late penalty flag right here. Some extracurriculars. But nonetheless, a huge gain, a 27-yard gain from the young man from Villa Rica High School in Georgia, Maxwell Garfield.
Man, what a great play, and he's been a great player for a long time. We talked about how he returned the opening kickoff and had a little bit of a stiff arm. I think it's not going to get better than this. Catches it right at the goal line, puts a stiff arm on, and man, what a big run after the catch for him. Screen pass it to him all day long.
Yeah, he's just got the build to dominate in a game like this. And like you mentioned, we got on our broadcast notes, he plays for Quavo's 7-on-7 team, Huncho Elite, as another big play in the backfield here made by that Team Stars defensive line. And once again, we're sitting here talking about number 53, Caden Powell.
Absolutely, and we'll go back to Quavo's team for those that don't know what that means, because I'm sure we'll talk about Maxwell Garfield quite a bit today with the plays that he's made already. That was an excellent run after the catch, but he plays at a really high level, and he was 8th grade and won MVP playing at a really high level for that same squad. And Huncho Elite, that's an elite team name for sure.
Yes, it is. So trips out left here for Team Dream on 2nd and 11. Dropping back to pass. Firing over the middle, and a nice play. A PBU charge to the name of number 6, Caden White, out of Randall High School, a state champion here at AT&T Stadium just a few weekends ago, making a big play right there.
He's comfortable playing in this building, and you see the chance for a lot of these players from the state of Texas and, of course, all across the land. Getting a chance to play here in AT&T Stadium certainly got to be a dream come true in that aspect. But for something to do that, for White to come in, he was just reading the quarterback's eyes, looking down the middle of the field, and he did a really good job in this scenario to just come on in and bat the ball away.
Adelot targeting his man over the middle. That was Malachi Iverson. He was trying to get the football. And now here on 3rd down and 11. He steps up in the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. Has enough for 1st down yardage. Lowers the shoulder, and he's up and down at the 44-yard line. And he gives him the CD Lamb 1st down celebration. Nice run there by Adelot.
Well, he does, and one thing that you can appreciate seeing in a situation like that for the quarterback out of Weatherford is that he ran, he got past the sticks, and sometimes you encourage, you expect, and a lot of people promote the quarterback to get down, certainly after you get to the line to gain. He wanted nothing of that, put the shoulder down, as you mentioned, and said, that is indeed a 1st down.
You got to love the physicality right there out of your quarterback. You mentioned Weatherford High School. He's a Kangaroo, class of 2020. class of 2027, 5'11", 160. Got trips out left here. Time for one more play here in this first quarter. It's a screen pass out to the left. Completed. Going back towards the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a yard there. Nice catch. And trying to break a couple of tackles is Malachi Iverson. And that will end the first quarter out here at AT&T Stadium. Still knotted at 0. Still had some very exciting first quarter plays. We'll be right back for some second quarter action. You're watching the 2024 Dream All-American Bowl on Tradio. And we return to action here at AT&T Stadium. Some second quarter action here for you. Garfield, a late substitution here at the bottom of your screen. Josiah Richard Bynum still in there at quarterback. 2nd down and 8. Option play out to the right side. Tosses it off to Truth Robinson. And Robinson's across the 50-yard line to the 49-yard line of Team Stars.
That's Kamakana Corpus, who ends up just tripping up the ball carrier right there. They do get across midfield, pick up the chance to make it 3rd and short, but a good shoestring tackle made to at least trip it up at the start to set up this 3rd and short.
Ball at the 49-yard line of Team Stars. Bynum still in the shotgun. Checking to see how many players he's got out there on the field. And he's only got 10 out there, so they're going to have to take a timeout and get another player out there. So Team Dream is charged with their first timeout.
And just how we look at timeout opportunity to kind of reset how that opening quarter went. You saw, at least on either side for Team Dream, a couple drives, a couple lost fumbles. And then on the other side for the Stars, they punted, then an interception. So of 4 total drives, 3 have ended via turnover so far. I would expect that to start to have a trend to shift toward the offense as the game progresses and teams get more comfortable with what the other team's defensive scheme is going to be doing, because you'd expect the personnel to change defensively, but both teams are probably going to be playing in a similar scheme throughout the duration of the game, but the offenses are going to be able to adjust to that when everything is so new, and you can kind of see that now with the drive that Team Dream is on.
If Team Dream can just hold on to the football, they'd probably be in pretty good shape. Handoff here up the middle, but it's blown up immediately. One of the first people to get through for Team Stars, James Ford III from Beloit Memorial in Wisconsin.
And Caden Powell there as well. We're saying his name early and often, and he has just done a really good job of beating those one-on-one matchups. When you have 4 on the defensive line, he's been single coverage a lot. And let's see another look right here. You see how he gets into the backfield. He wasn't even blocked on that occasion. And then just like you mentioned, Ford the third coming in as well. And that's how 2 get together for a tackle for loss.
So 4th down and 4. Decision time here early in the second quarter. And head coach for Team Dream, Aaron Henderson, leaves his offense out there on the field.
Easy decision, right?
Bynum drops back to pass under some pressure, rolling out left. No penalty flag yet for holding, and Bynum's going to stroll on out of bounds. And I don't know if he realized that was fourth down right there, Will.
Well, I was also thinking he's tiptoeing the sideline. Are we going to see a late hit there? You know, he's going out toward the sideline. But again, fourth down. You just said decision time. You figure, okay, fourth and 4, fourth and short, you're probably going for it toward midfield, especially since your first two drives ended via a turnover. What's another one on turnover on downs? You're trying to get things moving, get guys to have opportunities. But, oh, man, I thought they were maybe going to throw a marker to continue that drive. But, again, a turnover on downs to end that series.
It's kind of surprising that Bynum just decided to keep it right there. Right? You'd figure maybe he'd give just a chance, maybe a prayer to one of his wide receivers, just to have a prayer to extend that drive, but unfortunately just decided to take it to the left side of the field and was pushed out of bounds, maybe even late. First down here, and it's going to be second down really quickly as screen pass out to number 3, Braylon Lewis. They call him Bray-Lou back home. Threw that one into the turf, so now it's 2nd and 10.
Bray-Lou, the QB.
The QB, Bray-Lou.
Back home, and home for him, Little Cypress, QB.
Mauriceville, yeah, Little Cypress, Mauriceville High School, 6 foot, 160. Feeling at home here in Texas. And Lewis will keep it this time, a design keeper, and gets maybe a yard or two before he's stopped by Team Dream. That's a big man out there. Number 54, Julian Chavez from Livingston High School in California. 6 foot 260. Man amongst boys out there up the middle. It's 3rd down and 8 here. 14 Stars.
Well, we'll see what they do on 3rd and 8. You have a chance, if you do get a decent gain, to probably go for it on 4th as well to try to see what you can do in that package. But empty backfield here.
Send a man in motion left to right. And a design quarterback run here and nothing going for him. So a screen pass on 1st down and then 2 straight design quarterback runs in there on the tackle. Number 56, Blaze Spratlin from Legacy High School here in Texas.
5'10", 175 is what the lineman is listed at, but he's playing a lot bigger than that. He fought through a couple guys to get to the backfield. That was interesting on 3rd and 8 to go with that empty backfield initially. Get a guy into the backfield. You think, okay, are we having a guy right side to maybe pick up a blitz? But instead they go with the quarterback keeper, and now it's 4th and 10.
4th down and 10. They're going to leave the offense out there on the field. Empty shotgun here for Bray-Lou, trying to pick up this 4th down conversion. Steps up in the pocket. Now he'll roll out left. He's going to tuck it and run. He's running out of real estate. Spin move. Did he get there? I don't think he did. Or did he?
Wow.
It's going to be close right here, Will.
It looks like they're going to move on the chains for him. That is just an impressive run. When he started to tuck it, it felt like perhaps it'd be an ill-advised decision on 4th and long. Try to throw it past the sticks, why don't you? Instead, you thought maybe a second consecutive drive would be ended by a quarterback not getting to the sticks, but having other ideas right here, running through it, 2 tackles, and Bray-Lou getting the job done.
The broken tackle is what got him that 1st down. He would have been just short if the defenders were able to bring him down off of first contact, but the drive will start. 1st down and 10 at the 34-yard line. Lewis right up the middle once again. He's got another 1st down up to the 19-yard line.
And he's finishing these runs as well. early on, first couple snaps for the quarterback, they do some designed runs. They did one on 3rd and 8 and thought, okay, why is this in the playbook right now? That is why. The last 2 runs, designed runs, you clear it out. You got 4 on the defensive line. He has 1 blocker in front of him. That's a great block applied up front there by Peyton Ross, and it paves the way for another first down. The quarterback is running the ball at a really high level right now.
Yes, he is. Braylon Lewis, he's got some jets, and you got to give a lot of credit to that offensive line. When Nate shouted out Peyton Ross, created a nice hole right up the middle there. That solo shotgun look has worked for him the past couple of plays, and they'll come out in it once again. But the whistle is blown. We're going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 6:33 left to go here in the second quarter. Still knotted at 0. You're watching the 2024 Dream All-American Rising Stars game. Action here at AT&T Stadium. Hunter Paris alongside my broadcast partner Will Connerly. 1st and 10, ball at the 24-yard line. In the shotgun, fires over the middle, complete, and running backwards. Watch out right here. A late flag. I think we're going to get a blindside block right there. Kudos to number 12, Elijah Coate, for Team Stars trying to make something happen right there. Ran a little bit too far backwards and dropped for a loss of 1, but this penalty is going to go against Team Stars. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty, illegal blindside block.
Yeah, a lot was happening on that play because you had Braylon Lewis. You got to see what he could do operating from the pocket. A little bit of a low throw there initially, but then gets it to Coate. Coate then goes all the way back first and then moves out to the outside. You want talk about yards after the catch being important, but that's not the direction he wanted to go. But the flag, that harms it even more. 15 yards for the illegal block. But for Coate, you like the idea, and he tried to make up and get back to where he made the catch, but instead you're looking at 1st and 25 now after the costly penalty.
Yeah, you don't see that too often, 1st and 25. So 6:10 left to go here in this second quarter. Still knotted at 0, and Bray Lou trying to get something going for Team Stars. Design quarterback run, worked for him a couple of plays ago, and he's going to fall forward, just so elusive up to the 28-yard line.
Bray Lou, man, I mean, you can see why they want to continue to get the ball into his hands. He's dynamic. If you've never seen him play before, which we know a lot of you that like calling him Bray Lou back home have, you can see why he is such a dynamic quarterback, a dual threat quarterback that can operate from the pocket like you saw a play ago, but then take it himself. And okay, yeah, why are you getting all up in arms about a gain of 6? It's because 2nd and 19, you have to get some chunks and give yourself a chance in likely what is 4-down territory. But he's strong in running through runs and in between the tackles, which isn't always a quality that you see in some of the quarterbacks, but he can do that out of the shotgun. And that's what makes him so dangerous to defend. It puts the linebackers in a little bit of a bind of what he's going to do.
2nd and 19 after a gain of 6, and we got some movement up front. Will thinks it's a false start, and so do the referees.
Yeah. On the same page there, pretty clear movement up front. And after you had a 15-yarder earlier on the drive, tough to add more on to what's going to be 2nd and 24. So basically a 1-yard gain on that first down run is what it results in after you initially picked up 6 right there on Bray Lou's attempt. But either way, I mean, the playbook right now, let's see what Bray Lou can do. You're probably going to have to throw the ball down the field. I mean, he did run about a dozen yards on a fourth down, but we'll see what he can do out of these empty sets and see if he can't have some vertical passing attacks here.
I'm sure head coach Logan Wells would like to get at least half right here. 2nd and 24. Lewis steps up in the pocket, now rolling out right, directing traffic off the right side, and just overshot his man. Looking for number 1, James Ruff from Red Lion Christian in Delaware. And just too much mustard on that one, Will.
Oh, man. I mean, you can see that Ruff was open. The 138-pound wide receiver was excited. Bray Lou was excited. He did a great job. The pocket got flushed. He escaped out to the right side. And you can understand why he overthrows that ball. To make a throw when you're moving out to the right, then throw it to a moving target down the field as you're trying to evade some pressure. But also, I think the reason that quarterbacks can overthrow those balls is because you get so excited. He was so wide open and he just overshot him.
Yeah, they call James Rue the boy wonder. Only 14 years old, 7 games with 30 receptions, 500 yards this past year. Here's 3rd and 24. Trying to evade a tackle, and he's not going to be able to. Slung down like a rag doll by number 54, Julian Chavez.
Oh, man, Chavez wanted the sack, and he was not going to let Braylon Lewis get away from him this time. That's a hustle sack right there, because so many times Lewis has got outside the pocket, and whether he's going to throw it down the field and make a tough completion attempt, or if he's going to try to escape the pocket. This time, it's just a great job by Chavez to not give up, because you have the initial pressure, but then you have to continue. You have to continue to try to get the quarterback down, and he wrestles him down as he beats his man, because once the pocket collapses, the linemen on the offensive side are in a tough spot. They're trying to protect the pocket. Once you're out, the defensive end is going to go out to where the quarterback is, and he puts him down to the turf.
4th and 26. No man's land right here, Will. I mean, you might as well just go for it.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of plays in the book for 4th and 26. So let's see what they do.
Lewis going to chuck it up deep down the sideline and incomplete. Is there a penalty flag? I don't think so. Rue wanted one, but he's not going to get one.
Yeah, no way. The ball wasn't catchable in that instance. I like the thought. That's really all you could do on 4th and 26. A prayer, hope it's answered, or hope a flag is called, but nothing called right there.
Now, if the ball was catchable and it was in the field of play, I think you might have gotten to see a penalty flag thrown there to kind of bail out Team Stars in no man's land, but nonetheless, it's 1st down and 10 for Team Dream.
Perhaps. But back-to-back turnovers on downs on the last 2 drives for either side. And so you get Team Dream a couple lost fumbles on their first 2 drives, then they drove it, but a turnover on downs. This is now their 4th series.
And then the shotgun trips at the bottom of your screen here. Chucking it deep down the field across the middle. He's got him in at the 35, and he held on to it. An unbelievable route and a great catch by Team Dream number 25, Evan Jijiang.
Oh, man, what a great throw all the way down the field, showing off the arm strength. And you see that Jijiang is just wide open right there. The 2028 wideout had a big Sandy, and it was a big-time completion right there as well.
Brody Adelot with a great ball, too, in the middle of 3 different Team Stars defenders. Now, clock is still rolling here. Team Dream with 2 timeouts left. 2.5 to go. Adelot, speed option, late pitch. Watch out, ball's on the ground, and a heads-up play there by Team Dream number 76, Jake C. from Somerset High School. 6'3", 315, and this kid is a freshman, Will. That is unbelievable.
And you mentioned when the pigskin gets down to the turf, a lot of times there's a big pile of humanity, but there's no need for a pile right there, because no one wants to wrestle for the football with the big 315-pound freshman. But let's go back to that Adelot throw. That's the first time that we've seen some dynamic passing down the field with connections. In Adelot, I love that. You get the ball back on turnover on downs. That's the best time to go take a shot down the field, and that's what they do, and that is just a huge completion completion. It looked like on the screen, perhaps, you said, oh, he's wide open. But as you pointed out, 2 defenders in front of him, 1 behind him. You have to thread the needle when you go that far down the field because it gives the defensive backs much more time to know where the ball is going as well.
So 2-minute warning here in the first half of the 2024 Dream All-American Rising Stars game. Team Dream offense trotting back out onto the field as you see their defense getting a little bit of a breather right there. This first half has kind of flown by, Will.
It has, and just a play ago, you were thinking, oh no, not their 3rd lost fumble. Glad they hopped back on it so they can show what they can do in plus territory offensively, but it has gone quick.
It definitely has, and if Team Dream can just hold on to the football right here, they'd be in pretty good shape. Still knotted at 0 right here, but they're in Team Stars territory. Adelot hits his man off the right side and was not there. Good coverage by number 11, Kamakana Corpus. And Corpus there on the scene to force that incompletion. It's 3rd down now.
Yeah, Corpus doing a really good job. Outside linebackers always have the toughest challenge in defending those running backs out of the backfield or some of those passes out of the backfield because some of those patterns make it really tough because you have to be prepared for the run. But he had really good closing speed toward the sideline. Did he necessarily break it up? No, but he had great coverage, like you mentioned, and affected it to not make it a completion.
The handoff on 3rd and 14, spinning through a tackle, lowering the shoulder. Helmet came off of one of the defenders. He looks to be okay. That was Saphir Comer, who has a forced fumble in this game already today. Helmet popped off there. And the clock will stop as it is 4th down and 6, and I believe a timeout will be taken on the field to stop this clock by Team Stars. But 3rd and 14 right there, they needed something to get a little bit closer to the marker, and they pick up 8 right there. Solid play.
Oh yeah, now you're in position 4th and 6, and that's a good run by Truth Robinson because let's be honest, he was dead to rights in the backfield for a moment on that last play. Will Tracy one-on-one, he's able to break that tackle and get positive movement, and you see that Truth Robinson in the backfield again with Adelot as well on this case. Big 4th and 6, they'll try to convert.
Adelot fakes the handoff inside, keeps it himself, trying to get to the marker, and he's not going to get there. He was a little too indecisive there on if to hand it off or not. And Christian Deal in there on the tackle. Had a couple of nice plays today so far. My apologies, that was Corpus. So he had a nice play there earlier in the drive and finishes that drive with a nice tackle after a gain of 2. So 1 minute left right here. Will, what do you want to see out of this Team Stars offense?
Well, you want to see this offense get an opportunity to move the ball like they did in certain aspects on their last drive. They did a lot of good things with Braylon Lewis, but in this scenario, it doesn't look like we're going to get a dose, at least on this series, of Bray Lou. But either way, I mean, what you want to see is downhill passing attacking because you're going to have to throw the ball, you're going to have to throw it, get out of bounds, and get an opportunity to play some situational football. Minute to go with a couple timeouts, you have a chance to move the ball down the field and get a score before the intermission. But that's really all you can say. That's all you can do. Minute to go. Yeah, not a 2-minute drill, not a 4-minute drill. Have to go even quicker. And in a scenario like this, you're going to have to get a chunk play. Need something of 20 plus to give yourself a chance to be in an area to score.
Joshua Bulantello leads the charge. When we come back, we'll be right back. 1 minute left to go in the first half of the 2024 Dream All-American Rising Stars game.
My story, my struggles, my worries, my pain. Everybody gon' remember my name. Know who we are. Keep going. Hey, we came so far. You don't know my stories, my struggles, my worries, my pain. No, you don't know.
Back to action here for Team Stars. Bulantello handoff off the right side, good for about a yard.
Oh man, and just today, the play of the defensive lineman has been really good on both sides. And the interior, that's where you win. Everyone talks about you win battles, you win football games in the trenches. That's why there's no points on the board, because the trenches have been dominated on the defensive side. And Blaze Spratlin makes a great play right there.
Muentello sends his running back in motion towards the left. Now he'll roll out right. A little bit of time. Ducks his shoulder, and as he inbounds, and no, just short of the first down marker, but the clock does stop. So 22 seconds left to go right here. Only 2 plays, and it took 40 seconds, so you don't have a lot of time right here. You got to attack deep down the field if you want points before the half.
Right, so you see the sticks calling it 3rd and short, but that's not significant in this situation right now because of the fact that you look at what this squad will try to do. I mean, you just try to have to chuck it, get out of bounds, and see what can happen.
Muentello, 20 seconds to go now. Rolls out to his right once again, lowers his shoulder once again, and a late penalty flag comes here after a gain of about 2.
Yeah, wonder what the penalty marker is. Comes in the backfield late. Wasn't a late hit. Oh, holding call. Okay, so
it looked like it came in a little bit late there, though. So no timeouts here for Team Stars, and at this point, you would like to think they're probably just going to run out this football and take it to half, especially being unable to stop the clock.
Right. When being unable to stop the clock with a holding call, you would assume that a 10-second runoff, no, they're just going to wind the clock. So this will be the final play of the half. Maybe they run it. Maybe they say we're going to be living on a prayer and throw it all the way down the field. We'll see what happens for the final play of the first half.
Team Dream in that prevent defense. Muentello takes the snap at 1 second, chucks it deep down the right side, triple coverage, intercepted to pad the stats a little bit. Nice coverage right there by number 11, Miles Holland, out of C.E. Ellison High School in Texas. And that'll take us to the end of the first half here at AT&T Stadium. We'll be back in a few to recap the first and get you ready for the second. You're watching the 2024 Dream All-American Rising Stars game. And we're back here at AT&T Stadium, 2024 Dream All-American Rising Stars game. Hunter Paris alongside my broadcast partner, Will Connerly. And Will, we're still knotted at 0-0, but it was really actually a fun first half of football. A lot of great plays on both sides of the football, and excited to see some more of that, but sprinkle in a little bit of scoring here in the second.
Yeah, just sprinkle it in, and I think when you see the scoring, you're going to probably see it from the teams taking care of the football, because if we just look back at the first half, you saw 4 overall turnovers when you include the one to end the half on an interception. However, you saw 2 lost fumbles, 2 interceptions, and then 3 turnovers on downs. All that to say that the defenses are playing at a really high level right now, and they're making it challenging to score. So, Hunter Paris, I know you talk about sprinkling in the scoring. We'll see. Some teams have moved the ball. There has been some nice plays, but either team has turned it over twice with a couple of turnover on downs as well. So extending drives and keeping the football, trying to end it with a kick is going to be the goal.
And kicking off is Team Dream, but kicking off for them is number 54, Mason Schmidt, from Lake Country Christian High School here in Texas. Number 54 had a nice kickoff earlier. The only action he's got today are these 2 kickoffs, just because there hadn't been any scoring so far. Schmidt, what a kickoff. It'll be fielded right at the goal line and returned here for Team Stars off the right side. Stiff arms a man up to the 20-yard line, and that's where he's brought down. On the return there, number 22, Cameron Reed from Illinois, class of 2026, 6'1", 180 defensive back. Good Jets there on the return.
And we did say earlier that the holding call on this return. So that'll back them up some. But as the series gets started here for Team Stars, and you look at how both teams really want to operate on offense, you just think that they're going to get more comfortable in this situation because you have a half under your belt. It's such a unique situation to be playing in front of this crowd in this venue. And I think that once you get some series under your belt, we are going to get to see the offenses try to execute at a higher level when they get into plus territory.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line. Handoff off the right side and not much there. 3 Team Dream defenders in there on the tackle. One of them, number 58, Taniliu Mafala Barbasa, who has had a couple of nice plays today. It's 2nd down and 10.
Oh, yes. He's done a lot of nice things. 2026 out of Nevada. And one thing that he can really do is he showcases his size at a high level. Look at him in the interior of this defensive line. You see him 6'1", 225 with the red helmet. His get-off is really impressive.
2nd down and 10. Got double teamed that time, and a pass over to the left side and immediately brought down. Nice job of holding on to the football there by number 0, Dominic Colosi from Pinelands Regional High School there in New Jersey. So nice catch there. He's got his first catch of the day and got back. Got 5 yards right there. It'll be 3rd down and about 5. You see the replay.
Yes, quality, just 3-step drop, curl back to the quarterback and grab the football. Good coverage on the other side as well.
Christian Deal in at quarterback and a pass off the right side. It's intercepted at the 39-yard line. On the return right here, it's number 10, Dion Thomas. Penalty flag flies. He might go right here. One man to beat. It's the quarterback reaching towards the goal line. He's out of bounds at the 2-yard line. What a return by Dion Thomas. And I think this one's going to come back. I think the interception's going to stand, but the return yardage is probably likely to come back.
Oh, let's see what happens with the flag. But wow, another turnover, the 5th we've seen today. And for us looking to see when points are going to come, we were a few yards away from seeing the first points of the day come from the defensive side of the football. The quarterback saves the touchdown, making the tackle right at the 2, but let's see where they ultimately place it after the penalty marker.
They're going to place it all the way back as you see the replay right here. Beautiful ball, beautiful spiral, but great job by Dion Thomas staying in bounds right there. Unfortunately, those penalties are going to come back to haunt him, but I mean, he looked like an offensive player running with the ball in his hands right there.
He certainly did before getting wrestled out of bounds by Deal after throwing the interception. 3rd of the day on the interceptions for Team Stars.
Josiah Richard Bynum. He's going to chuck it deep this time into triple coverage and incomplete, and here comes a penalty flag. So he was triple covered, but it looks like this penalty is going to be against Kamakana Corpus, who's had a great game today, but got a little tangled up with the intended target right there.
Yeah, certainly for Corpus. Interesting thing about him, he is the only brother to 6 sisters. They call him Kana, but Kamakana Corpus looks like he perhaps got there a little bit early right there, but he's used to being around a lot of people when we talk about what he had to deal with growing up as well.
Pass interference is the official call. It is not a spot foul in high school football, so they'll gain. Yes, our producer corrected us, unless it is in the end zone, and that was about 5 yards outside of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, true.
Big thank you to our producer, Trey Bell, for all the great work that he does today, him and his company, Tradio. So 1st and 10 here at the 13-yard line. Bynum sends Garfield in motion. He gets the handoff. Garfield looking for a couple of blocks and stumbles for a gain of 2. Nice tackle that time by Team Stars, number 56, Will Tracy.
Tracy's been all over the place today, and when you want to make a defensive stand, if you're a part of this Team Stars defense, well, this will be the tallest task, because after you get the interception, it's a deep shot taken on the other side. The penalty marker comes, and now in the red area, you know they're looking for Maxwell Garfield, who's just done a lot of good stuff today.
2nd down and 8. Still looking for our first score here. 9.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Bynum, handoff to Truth Robinson. Robinson at the 5-yard line all the way down to the 2. He moves the chains. They've got a 1st down and goal at the 2-yard line.
And this is where the playbook can open up. This is where the creativity could come. But again, with not a ton of time and the opportunities for these teams to learn a bunch of different dynamic plays, you would just think for maybe a chance that old Garfield could maybe get the ball in his hands in a jet sweep. Are they going to line him up on the outside here? But very close to punching it into the end zone here. Would be the first points of the day and a good opportunity. Goal to go.
Bynum and Robinson in the backfield. Handoff to Truth Robinson. No, it's Bynum on the keeper, trying to get across the goal line. Did he get there? Was his knee down? No, it was not. A touchdown for Team Dream. Oh, you gotta love the celebration right there by Bynum.
You certainly do. You may not have had a ton of time to learn all the plays, but you're certainly going to get the celebrations choreographed and ready to go when you punch it in for 6. And that's a really nice run in there by Bynum. You see Bynum fake on the Truth Robinson handoff. He shades a couple tackles and just keeps his head moving. Took another hit as he crossed the goal line as well. He paid a little bit of a price, but he earned 6 points on the board for his squad.
And on to attempt the extra point is Team Stars number 18, Luis Carlos Avalos III. His kick is up, and it would have been good from 50. So Team Dream finally tacks on some points here in the 2024 Dream All-American Rising Stars game. 7-0 is your score. 8:38 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back from AT&T Stadium. Back here at AT&T Stadium. Such a beautiful venue and a great day for football here on this Sunday afternoon. Ball is kicked off and will be spotted at the 2-yard line here. And returned across the 20. And almost up to the 30-yard line. A great return there for Team Stars number 13, Keandre Wright from Swansboro High School in North Carolina.
Right, just making the right play right there. He takes it to the outside. The return game, it's really interesting because if you get a guy that has the speed to operate, it really just comes down to what decision can you make in such a short order. He made the right decision there to take it up that side of the field and get a good return across the 30-yard line. Had some really good acceleration right there, showcasing his speed.
So 8:27 left to go. Ball spot at the 32-yard line as you see some of the families here enjoying the sights and sounds of this Rising Stars Dream All-American Bowl. Now here in just a little bit, after this one ends, we will get to see the Senior Bowl game. Super excited to see a lot of those kids come out and prove what they've got. A lot of kids from IMG Academy coming out and playing in that football game, so that's going to be a fun one. Our man Lewis back in the game, and he hands off the ball off the right side. Good for about 3 there. Braylon Lewis checks back in, and the handoff that time was to number 12, Elijah Coate. Gain of 3, it's second down and 7.
With Lewis back in the ballgame, when he was in, you see him on the sideline right now, getting a play, then coming to the huddle. That's how the quarterback to coach play calling communication has gone often today on both sides. But he really did some special things in the first half, despite it not working out and ending up being a turnover on their drive.
Design quarterback keeper here. They've had success with that a little bit today, but not much there. Maybe a gain of 2 before he's brought down from behind. Third down and 5 here for Team Stars. Backs against the wall a little bit here. It's down 7-0 now. They haven't been in a whole long game, and now they find themselves in one. And third down and 5 in their own territory. This is a big play right here.
Really is. You'll see what Lewis can do. He's gone empty. Now he's got trips out to the far side. It's going to be interesting to see if he just gets a quick hitter and gets the ball out quickly here.
Lewis does not get the ball out quickly. He's going to... What a beautiful ball by Lewis. And this is going to be a fumble. Recovered at the 45-yard line. And on the return, rumbling and stumbling. Look at the big man move. Touchdown, Team Dream. What a play by Team Dream, number 38. I believe that's Caleb Rostek-Albin. 5'8", 158 from Manchester Valley.
Wow, the forced fumble, that entire play, it really had some greatness on both sides. You saw the play getting extended by Lewis. We thought he'd get it out quickly. No, he gets the pressure, moves out to the sideline, makes a great touch pass right there, turning up the middle of the field. Ball gets dislodged. What a great forced fumble. It's picked up and run into the end zone. That's just great sights to see. The defense has come to play today for Team Dream, and they take a 2-touchdown lead. An incredible forced fumble to follow by the return for 6.
And on to attempt the extra point, Luis Carlos Avalos III from Illinois, Maine West High School product. He's ready to go. The kick is up, and it's more than good. 14-0 is the score. 6:40 left to go here in the third quarter. We didn't get any scoring there in that first half, and we got 2 touchdowns for Team Dream in the first 6 minutes of the second half. We'll be right back from AT&T Stadium.
Everybody gon' remember my name. Know who we are. Keep going. Hey, we came so far. You don't know my stories, my struggles, my worries, my pain. No, you don't know. When I make it to the top, everybody gon' remember my name. Know who we are. Road to success, yes, we came so far. Been through the battles and we got the scars. Life is so hard, we going harder, yes, we going hard. Yes, sir.
And we're back here at AT&T Stadium. 6:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Team Dream to kick off, but doing the kicking off honors is number 18, Luis Carlos Avalos III. And very, very impressive kick right here out of the back of the end zone. And, you know, something that's kind of stood out to me on those extra points, Will, is how fast the ball gets up in the air when he kicks that extra point. I mean, it looks like it's going to go a far distance, but I think that's what colleges are really looking for, is how fast that ball can get off of the foot and into the air as high as possible, as fast as possible.
They look for a lot of things in a kicker, but that is certainly one of them. The acceleration, the velocity, how quickly the ball gets up there. Overall, they look at the whole operation, though, how you can operate under pressure, probably the biggest thing for a kicker. But to do it in a situation like this, you get to showcase your power in a setting like this. That's certainly a big thing, Hunter, and a great point that you make.
And at quarterback now for Team Stars, Joshua Buentello from Massachusetts. Jet sweep off the right side, and not much there. This Team Dream defense continues to make plays. Puffing his chest that time is number 15, Merwin Cone from Lake Ridge High School here in Texas.
He did make a really nice play, and it was an emphatic tackle at that as well, wrestling the ball carrier down to the turf.
And the whistle blows, and looks like we've got an injury timeout, so we're going to keep you here as the clock will start to roll once again. 2nd down and 7. Buentello trying to get his team Stars offense into the end zone. And I mean, look at that right there. 5-time Super Bowl champion Dallas Cowboys. They're home here at AT&T Stadium. Tough loss today, but they will bounce back, I'm sure, hopefully next week. As a screen pass out to the right side. Shamar Bowie from Missouri. Raymore Pellicular High School out there. Nice catch by him.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, when you think about what this team has done today, you just want to see them operate a drive that doesn't end with a turnover, because back-to-back turnovers in this second half. You had the interception and then the fumble, scoop, and score. We'll see what they can do. But you talk about those Cowboys, oh yeah, coming on home to play the Commanders for the season finale in this building next week.
Yes, they are. Buentello with the keeper here and nothing there. 3rd down and 5, and they lost about 5. Ball came out right here. I think they're going to rule him down. Not like it matters that much. I mean, Buentello able to recover the football there. Ball will be spotted back at the 25-yard line. They did lose 5. It's 4th down and 10, and probably a punting situation right here if your team Stars will.
Absolutely, and you saw Buentello, 2026 kid out of the opportunity to have that, and you just see that drive didn't go the way he wanted. They're not able to get as many positive plays as they would have liked in that instance, but you see that they'll get more chances in this ball game, and that's what this whole day is all about. When you think about the Dream All-American Bowl, you want these teams to get opportunities, these players. It's an individual football game in this aspect, but you have to do it in a team setting because it's the ultimate team sport. All 11 guys have to be on the same page, but you want to see, and you want the best for all these individuals coming from all these different cities across the country, and to see what they can do. That's what we've been able to witness today. It's been a lot of great defense.
Keen Thibodeau. Ball bounce at the 40. Watch out! Almost lost the football there, but nice job on the recovery by Team Dream number 47. And they'll get the football right back near midfield at the 45-yard line. There was a penalty flag thrown here. After the play, a dead ball foul against the return team. So Team Dream, who had the ball near the 50-yard line, going to be back out near their own 25-30-yard line. So that's a punch in the gut there for Team Dream as they try and extend this 14-point lead with 3:42 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And they'll try to do it in a setting now where can their offense do it in a way, because you saw the interception to start the second half. It set them up in a good position for them to ultimately put that in. And it was a great touchdown run there by Bynum, and then they get the defensive score as well. Now having to drive more of the length of the field, we'll see if they can still get the same result.
Adelette already has a touchdown throw here today. And a handoff off the left side, my apologies, to number 15, Merwin Cone, who's getting more involved. My apologies. He had that great throw, Brody Adelette did. It wasn't a touchdown, but it was a great connection for a gain of about 30 earlier. But it was not a touchdown. My apologies there. 2nd down and 4. Keeper here off the right side, spins and has nowhere to go. 5 Team Stars players making the play right there. And one of them, you got to give props to number 99, Moises Stickle.
Oh, yes, Stickle gets in there, and he got there quick. And when you think about the top players in the nation coming to compete in the Dream All-American Bowl, those are the types of plays that you look at. Doesn't matter the score. Every snap is so precious on this field, in this setting, to try to get tape, to try to get experience. And he got there quickly, putting pressure on the quarterback and doing it in a big way.
3rd down and 8 right here, Will. What's your play call?
Well, play call, they're probably got to get the ball out pretty quickly, but when you look at what the backfields look like today with Truth Robinson, wouldn't be shocked if they slip him out in the backfield and try to get a wheel route out to him to the outside.
Adelet. He'll drop back to pass instead. Fires it over the middle. It's batted and falls incomplete. Now I know number 56 on Team Stars, Will Tracy, who's had a great game today, wants that one back and wants to intercept that one. But at the same time, it still counts as a PBU, and he'll take that. 1:59 left to go, and they're going to have to punt this football right here.
Well, you want to rack up the stats, right? You want to showcase your numbers. I mean, it's an individual thing in this aspect. Football, everything but in that regard. But you want to get those stats, those interceptions, those sacks. So everybody does, even at the highest level. I mean, that can work out to be incentives and dollars and cents at the next level. But here, it's to be evaluated. In this case, though, Tracy certainly got fortunate that the ball was thrown his way because nobody was really in his vicinity. In some aspects, you give credit to the quarterback not taking a sack and surrendering further field position, because staying in the pocket when it was coming to be collapsed is a hard thing. He just had nobody to throw it to, and that's why Tracy nearly got the interception.
So 4th down and 8. No other option really here for Team Dream but to punt this away. And they'll use one of the Team Stars punters to do the honors. Ball will be filled at the 34. Watch out, ball's on the ground. Recovered here up to the 40-yard line of the 41. Nice heads-up play there by number 6 Team Stars, Caden White, who has also had a great game today. A couple of pass deflections out of Randall High School. It'll be 1st and 10 for that Team Stars offense as they look to cut into this 14-point lead a little bit.
Absolutely, and a way to cut into it is you see that the defense was able to get the stop, force the punt, and then move things forward, because you've seen some really positive things on both sides. When you look at this ball game in general, I think one thing that people are going to evaluate is how everybody's running to the football, attacking the football, trying to punch the football out, and you love to see that rally, that resilience, and that pursuit on the defensive side of the football.
Yes, you do. It's what it's all about, really, defensively, is getting to the football and getting the ball back for your offense. 1st and 10 here. Stepping up in the pocket is Christian Deal, and he's going to go down.
He did indeed, and Julian Chavez is having a game. I'm sure people are taking notes about the 2026 kid from Livingston out of California, because he is doing things on the defensive line today. Hard to stop the man at 260 pounds.
And Taniliu Mafala Barbasa once again making another great play, also in there as well. It's 2nd down and 15. And if your Team Star is trying to claw back into this game, they have 14 unanswered points against you there. You cannot take plays like that. You cannot take losses like that. Loss of 5 right there, and now you're in a situation where you need a solid chunk right here to get a manageable 3rd down situation.
It's just really hard because you mentioned both of the guys, Malfala Barbasa and then again Chavez. You see both of them right now. They're both defensive ends right now. Just look at their get off. They're getting into the backfield so quickly.
Pass incomplete. Lucky that was an intercepted. He was hit as he threw. In the game now, and quarterback checking in there was Buentello. And 3rd and 15 right here, and Buentello goes to the sideline, and they're going to send out a different package, it looks like.
Which you see even on that play, simple 3-step drop back, you're looking toward the sideline, and you see both sides, Chavez and then Mafala Barbasa, both of them doing a really good job getting to the quarterback, and that is really impressive because you have to win your one-on-one matchups and have different stunts that they've shown, but they have really just contained the quarterback, not allowed them to evade the pocket, other than the little bit of time that Braylu did it.
Joshua Buentello trying to convert on a 3rd and 15. Chucks it deep down the right side and way incomplete. Pass out of the field of play.
Looking toward Hall down that sideline, but just well out of his reach.
Enoch Hall's played in this game before. Great player.
Oh, yeah.
In Texas.
Yeah, he's been really impressive just throughout his career. He was the only freshman to make it to the varsity football team, and he lost his first football game since third grade this 2024 season. So he has made just a lot of impact in terms of winning football games. A 2028 kid out of Devine.
4th down and 15. And, you know, I think if Enoch Hall is, I mean, he's such a winner. I don't see him losing today. So you can go ahead and bet on a Team Stars comeback. Nice punt here by Team Stars. Will roll over to the 30-yard line and almost hit the returner right there. Ball will be down right at the 25-yard line. Nice punt there. Flipping field position, and that's where the Team Dream offense will take over, 1st and 10.
It is interesting, though, when you talk about this guy's won or this guy's lost. Typically, when you talk about win-loss percentages in certain sports, it goes down to the quarterback or the goaltender or the winning pitcher. But just for a wide receiver, at least in his case, to know, and I'm sure he plays all around the football field, but man, to know that you hadn't lost a football game since third grade and you're a freshman making the varsity team, I'd take you on the varsity squad as well if you just have that winning reputation. That's what it's all about, being a team guy, putting the team before everything else.
That's what it's all about, really. And those are the type of players that colleges look for as well in that recruiting process. Are you a winner? Handoff up the middle here. Watch out. Here's Robinson. Robinson stumbles forward to the 38-yard line. A gain of 13 for Truth.
Truth Robinson, that was his best run of the day. Early on, he was running in between the tackles and just trying to finish runs, get behind the pads there. A burst of speed, had the biggest hole of the day, uses his vision to knife right through it, get to the 2nd level, move the chains, and take us to the 4th.
As you see the replay, get your 4s up. Will, we're headed to the 4th quarter here at AT&T Stadium. Great blocks by that offensive line. We'll be right back with some 4th quarter coverage for you here in the Rising Stars Dream All-American Bowl game. That's the 4th quarter action here for you. Handoff to the Truth. And he's got about a yard, maybe 2, but that offensive line keeps pushing. What could have been a gain of 2 turns into a gain of about 3 or 4.
You love to see the offensive line get involved because all day long they're dropping back in pass protection. Now they're trying to push forward and get some run fits for their running back in the backfield, Truth Robinson. But you love to see when they get involved after their initial blocks to move things forward. People sleep on the amount of yards that can be gained by the O-linemen getting involved in the action.
And a holding call here will go against Team Dream. So, excuse me, I believe it's an illegal formation call. My apologies. We'll make it 2nd down and 10 once again. And a false start right here.
Hey.
This is not what you want, Will.
We might get the holding. You said so. We had false start, illegal formation, might get a hold.
Just get them all out of the way.
Oh, All out of the way. We'll see, though. I mean, that does set it up in a tough situation because they were running the ball at such a high level. I mean, it's a different situation when you look at the down and distance and what a team wants to do. But, man, I think that you really see something in this offensive set right now when you have Bynum, the kid quarterback from New Jersey, and then you get Truth Robinson out there, the running back who's just so dynamic out of Smithfield, Virginia. That's a nice little tandem in the backfield right now. I see some RPO type style plays with those two. They've been on the same page pretty often.
Yes, they have. Bynum will take the snap, fake the handoff. Look at Will Connerly call this. Off the left side, and it's intercepted. Did he stay in bounds? Yes, he did. Here on the return, a huge play for Team Stars. He's out of bounds around the 25-yard line. On the play that time, number 26, Saphir Coleman. A forced fumble and now an interception. But hold on, there is some yellow laundry out there on the field, so we'll see if it was before or after the interception.
It was a legal man downfield. That's certainly going to be declined, and that always happens. It happens quite a bit on RPOs, and right as we talked about doing a run-pass option RPO, they do that. And I just didn't think they would do a third-level RPO. What that means is you have the first level, second level, then the third level of the defense. He takes a shot all the way down the field, which you can't blame him because Bynum was feeling himself, already ran for a touchdown today, wants to take a shot. On second and long, you probably need to, but a third-level RPO that just doesn't turn out the way he wants. You see him just have some time and throw it down the field with double coverage right there and coming in to make an incredible play, tiptoeing toward the sideline as well. That is just a fantastic ability to not be faked out by the run. That's the idea of the RPO. Pull the secondary down. Didn't do that in the interception right there.
Yeah, you usually don't see it in that third level. You don't see the ball thrown to that third level. It's usually that first and second level. Very rarely on that RPO package do you see them go deep down the field. He did that time, and he paid the price for it. Saphir Coleman with a nice play there.
Well, sometimes they can really work out, though, if you get the defense full, but not that time.
Braylon Lewis going deep down the field. This one's intercepted at the 6-yard line. Trading interceptions here at the start of the fourth quarter. On the return this time, across midfield. Watch out, he's got some space. Going back towards the left. He lost the football, and it's recovered by Team Stars.
Dion Thomas.
Dion Thomas with a great play, but he lost the football. And on the recovery for Team Stars is Parker Winch.
Oh, man. Has there been a crazier last two plays that you've seen in sequence? Are you okay, Hunter Paris?
I'm good.
My goodness.
Watch the replay here.
Oh, man. You're looking toward the sideline, down the field. You want a touchdown. No, Dion Thomas had other ideas, but the ability to get the ball back. How do they get this back? Well, this is how you pop it out. Oh, man, that's big. That's so big right there to get the ball back, and that's Braylon Lewis popping it out.
The man who threw the interception forces the fumble on the exact same play. You usually never see that.
Oh, man. But, hey, credit to the quarterbacks today. Even after surrendering turnovers, they've been there on the other side as Hunter Paris is ready to call another big play.
1st and 10. We'll see if Braylon Lewis can get it into the end zone this time.
Oh, man.
Drop backs to pass. It looked like an offside penalty that was thrown. He goes down to the backfield. An impressive sack there by number 5, Kerry Spires. But was there offsides before he got home there? They're going to call a false start, which I think they would decline that penalty, which false starts usually aren't assessed at the end of the play.
Right.
What's that time? Let's see who moved.
They're going to get a little bit of movement right there up front on big number 65, Christopher and Preston, but in a situation like that, didn't move a ton, calling it tight in that situation. And yeah, like you said, typically you're going to have the play blown dead. It was thrown a little bit late, but either way, 10 to go in the fourth quarter. A lot of things you still want to see. Lewis taking shots down the field. They get the ball back after he throws an interception, then forces a fumble. But here we go. We'll see what they could do because they're trying to have that opportunity to keep moving this ball down the field, try to put some points on the board for this offense.
9:55 to go, 1st and 15. And Team Stars has got to get something going right here as you see the Cowboys Ring of Honor
Oh, man.
Chuck Howley, big number 54.
Some of the greats.
One of the legends, one of the first great Cowboys quarterbacks. Bob Lilly, Mr. Cowboy. Don Perkins. Maybe someday some of these Dream All-Americans will be in that ring of honor for the Dallas Cowboys. Nowhere to go. Up to the 26-yard line goes Brady Lou. So it'll be second down and 10 exactly. So they get back what they lost there on that first penalty.
Well, back to the, seeing your name up there is, it's what this is all about, dreaming, right?
Yep.
Dream All-American Bowl, having these guys have big dreams like that, getting to the next levels one step, getting to the National Football League, perhaps another one. But to be able to be enshrined in an organization of that magnitude, certainly another dream, but hey, dream big in this scenario.
And a big shout out to that guy right there, the Dream Sports CEO Shannon Riley, as well as Anthony Outler. Both do great work here with the Dream Sports Group, and we appreciate them bringing us out to AT&T Stadium today and bringing out our broadcast company, Tradio.
Oh, yeah, great work to be able to be behind an event that showcases so many great players across the country.
Always a good time when we get to work with Dream All-American. Here's Braylon Lewis, under pressure, rolls out to the right, chucks up a prayer across the middle of the field. What a catch at the 42-yard line. He gets up, puffing his chest, rightfully so. It's number 0, Dominic Colosi.
Oh, man, Pinelands Regional's finest, 5'6", 140, the dimensions on the wideout. Oh, he went up and climbed the ladder and pulled it down in coverage. What a great throw down the field. A little freelance action here. We slow it down for you. You get to see 5'6", rising high. What a great catch right there.
And a great coverage still by number 10, Deion Thomas from 12 Bridges High School. Has had a couple of great plays today and makes another one right there.
Oh, man, that is one of the plays of the day for sure. A couple of deep shots down the field. They've been fun to see.
And a nice completion here on first down up to the 30-yard line. Thought he lost the football for a second, but it was just a completed pass and a nice catch and run there by number 22, Cameron Reed. So 7.5 to go. Ball at the 30-yard line, first and 10.
Yeah, Reed, the kid, he grew up on that east side of St. Louis, went to Mascoutah High School, and can do a little bit of both, play some defensive back, but also plays a little bit of receiver as well. And you just see on the inside slant, ball thrown a little bit behind him. Good mid-air adjustment to catch that one.
Ball down the left sideline here, and this one falls incomplete. Nice job there by Colosi to play defensive back right there to ensure that that ball didn't get intercepted. So second down and 10 from the 30. 6:58 left to go here in this fourth quarter. Team Stars desperately needs a first down, or excuse me, not a first down, a touchdown really, to keep this game within reach. Only 2 timeouts left for them.
And just in a situation like this, you want to be able to put points on the board for a multitude of reasons. We don't have to get into it, pretty obvious. But in just a situation, you want to see how this team can operate. You've had some really good plays on this drive. How can you continue to keep it going? It's been fun to see how Braylon Lewis has operated this unit.
Dropping back to pass. Our main man, Braylon, he'll take off and run. He's got some jets. He'll stroll on out of bounds near the 15-yard line. Another first down for Team Stars. In the red zone now, looking to punch it in to make this a one-score game.
Yeah, he is really impressive because so many times in this game he has taken off and run, but then as of late, he's taken off outside the pocket still. But one thing that he does really well, you see that he still has the opportunity to throw. Look, eyes still down the field. He keeps his eyes down the field, then decides to tuck and run. A lot of quarterbacks decide to run so early, and they lose opportunities on some of the big plays. He keeps his eyes down the field and does a good job to keep both options available.
Elijah Coate in at running back. They throw the slant route again. This one's batted and almost intercepted. Nice coverage there on Colosi. So 6:17 left to go. It's 2nd down and 10. There's still time for Team Stars to come back down 14 here. Midway through the 4th quarter. 2 timeouts. Plenty of time to get a stop. As you see Dream Sports CEO Shannon Riley talking to some of the members of this Team Stars offense. Braylon Lewis, looking at his stats, his junior season this year, 1,100 passing yards, 10 touchdowns, 1,000 rushing yards with 9 touchdowns. That's a good. You see some penalty flags here. That is a good stat line for a running back, not a quarterback. That's just unbelievable. 1 interception and 5 pass breakups. So does a little bit of both on both sides. And penalty flag will move Team Stars back here a little bit.
Just an illegal substitution right there, the penalty marker. So they'll sort that out and see what you can see here for Team Stars as they'll try to punch it in.
When we come back.
Shadows, life was like a maze. Every corner, every turn, darkened by a haze. Felt the weight of the battles, every hit, every graze. But the fire in my soul, it began to blaze. Darker the night, brighter we shine. Facing the pain, towing the line. Every challenge, every disdain. Rising above, making it rain. Here comes the pain like a roaring train. Feeling the pressure, feeling the strain. Thunder roars, lightning bangs in the eye of the storm with a hurricane.
1st and 14 here for Team Stars after the penalty. Watch out! Braylon Lewis! Touchdown! Team Stars! And he just placed the ball in the end zone, knowing there's still work to be done. Braylon Lewis didn't see much downfield. He saw a lot of green grass, though, when he took off and scores it from 14 yards out.
Really impressed with his dynamic ability. It's been on display all day long. We've been able to detail it, document it, witness it, consume it, and get another look at it as well in the process. So Lewis, he's just had command of this offense. Steps up in the pocket. He's so decisive. That's what you really like to see. And as a quarterback, you cannot rush for a comma, 1,000 yards without being decisive after you drop back. And that's what you like to see. A lot of guys can run like some of the plays you see, but can you make those decisive, high football IQ plays to get into the end zone at the most critical points of the game? And that's what he does right there. Lewis making a great decision and a great run for a touchdown.
The extra point is up, and it is good by number 54, Mason Schmidt. 6:04 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Team Stars cuts into that Team Dream lead. We got a 1-score football game here at AT&T Stadium.
This is our house. This is our house. This is our house. This is our house. I got my head in a huddle. You know they in trouble. We bustin' they bubble. I know that we playing a game, but this gon' get real and turn into scuffles. The way I'm gon' touch you, every tackle I make gon' turn into fumble. They turning over the ball. My defensive line make sure that I score. Now all you gon' hear is a brawl. The crowd is in awe. What did you think was gon' happen? I don't know what you thought. You see, this is more than a sport. You made a mistake. You walked in the door. This come with a cost. You taking a loss. Let me remind you where you are. This is our house. This is our house. This is our house. We about to take them out. We go in. This is our house. This is our house. This is our house. We about to take them out. We going all out. We going all out. We going all out. We going. This is our house. We going all out. We going all out.
6:04 left to go here in this 4th quarter. Ball is recovered here by Garfield and returned from the 8-yard line. Garfield stiff arms a man again. I mean, that's his specialty move right there up to the 20-yard line. 5:55 to go. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Team Dream.
6'2",
Team Stars, my fault.
But Honor, 6'2", 170 wide receiver.
Yeah.
That's the third time he has stiff-armed a man today, looking like Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Derrick Henry is something else out of Alabama. And yeah, correcting myself once again, this is Team Dreams, all 1st and 10. They're in the driver's seat right here. With the 1-score lead and the ball. Team Stars with 2 timeouts to stop that clock. Garfield coming all the way from Georgia. Handoff here to Truth Robinson. Robinson plunges forward for a gain of about 5 or 6.
Truth has gotten a lot of work today, good amount of carries, a lot of positive gains. Early on, it was the Team Stars defensive line that got some good penetration, but you're looking at how the offensive line is trying to do a little bit of a better job of blowing this defensive line off the ball. Now, Will Tracy's caused a lot of issues today in that interior of the defensive line. It's still out there right now as this defense is going to try to fight to the finish line, and especially for this football team, try to get his team the ball back. But Truth Robinson's got a lot of space in this second half up the middle.
And off again to Truth. Truth makes a move. He's got the first down and a little bit more. So Team Dream looking to close out this game with the Truth Robinson show, and some good sportsmanship there by Team Stars, number 11, Kamakana Corpus. 4:45 to go. Team Dream taking their time. There's no rush right here. There is a play clock here, of course, in the Dream All-American underclassmen game, but absolutely no rush. They're going to take up as much time as possible. In there at quarterback form is Brody Adelette still. Had a couple of great throws today. Coming right down the road at Shreveport High School. Robinson to his right. Two receivers up top, 2 receivers on the bottom of your screen. And they fake the handoff to Truth here, and Adelette plunges forward for a few, up to the 40-yard line.
Late pull there by Adelette. It's not all the time that you can run such an efficient quarterback to running back handoff, especially when you're doing the option. He pulled it late and had some players on the defensive side fooled for a nice 4-yard gain.
It will be 2nd and 6. They bringing in the bruiser back here, number 15, Merwin Cone. Brady out of Weatherford, 6'1", 175, and they hand it off to Cone right here, and Cone maybe a yard or 2 right there. Just makes dudes fall off every time somebody tries to tackle him. Such a tough runner. And we're getting down to the nitty-gritty right here. We're coming up on 3 minutes left to go in this football game. Team Stars is probably saying to themselves, guys, we got to stop messing around. We got to make a play right here.
Absolutely, and if you're a guy like Brody Adelette and you're just 16 years old and you're trying to do some things to showcase your abilities, I mean, he's made some big throws down the field. And on the other side, you talk about wanting to get the ball back. As a quarterback, up by 7, late in the ball game, you try to replicate these high-pressure situations. If you can move the chains, now you are doing some clutch things for your football team. We'll see if the young Adelette can come through.
Adelette, that ball is batted down. Was it behind the line of scrimmage? The referees are letting him play on. And it's not going to be ruled a touchdown just yet, but a great play by number 9, Jackson Graves. This is a kid that just looks the part, Will.
Oh, he does out of Wheeler. He does some big things. And let's just see again. Gets there, free rush, bats it down, and makes the right play, closing in on the quarterback, trying to throw it out in the flat. And Jackson Graves, he looks all of it, 6'5", 230, play a little bit of tight end as well. And on the defensive end, he's a big body out there and came swarming to the quarterback.
So 4th down and 3. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line. Decision time, and it looks like Team Dream's offense is going to stay out there, Will.
Oh, why not? Roll the dice. Go for the knockout punch.
It's Merwin Cone in at running back. 5 guys in the box. Watch out, they got him to jump. Who is the penalty flag going to be on?
Ooh. This one actually looked pretty close because you thought perhaps there was going to be a neutral zone infraction. Then maybe they were going to continue to let the game play if you got back or let the free play go. But I think because he got back, they might call that on the offense, Hunter Paris.
They did. So instead of 4th and 3, it's 4th and 8. And now you're not really sure what exactly to do.
I mean, still in this situation, you might as well just go for it because you've only surrendered 1 touchdown today. And just in a situation, in most football games, you punt it, but you might as well roll the dice, right?
They're not going to roll the dice.
No,
so Coach Will.
Smart decision.
Coach Will makes a different decision than Coach
I'm no coach.
Aaron Henderson.
I'm no coach, I'll tell you that now. I mean, it would be pretty wild to go for it in your own territory, up by 7 with 2:20 to go. Try to pin up deep, right?
That's a Dan Campbell type of decision.
Oh, man. Dan does like to live on the edge, doesn't he?
So 4th down and 8, 2.5 to go. Stars will get the football back with 2 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout. Making sure everybody's set. And now punting for Team Dream is number 18, Luis Carlos Avalos III. What a high punt right there. Almost reaches the scoreboard. This one will be fielded at the 15-yard line. On the return, trying to get the edge is number 6, Caden White, and he's brought down right at the 27-yard line. And really a great tackle, getting up and talking his talk is number 5 for that Team Dream team, Gary Spires.
Well, buckle up. You have an opportunity to see a football game come down to the wire. That's what it's all about right now. It looks like there is going to be a flag on the play against the return team.
You don't want that if your team stars right there. You have decent field position at your own 27. This 15-yard penalty is going to take you back to your own 12.
Really tough. Really, really tough. However, can you drive the length of the field and try to put this football game to be knotted up? And if Braylon Lewis told us anything last drive, he certainly thinks the answer is yes. That's why he didn't celebrate after he scored his last touchdown. Put it down and said there's work to do. Well, now the work's in front of him. We're in store for a good finish here.
Lewis with Brim Myers to his left. Stepping up in the pocket under pressure. He's going to go down. A huge sack for that Team Dream defense. And that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. He's made great plays all day. It's number 5, Gary Spires for Team Dream on the sack. 14-7. It's the final countdown here at AT&T Stadium. Team Stars trying to get something going and tie up this football game. Two-minute timeout. There's some movement up front, and we're going to get a penalty flag right here, Will.
Not what you like to see out of the timeout. Certainly a pre-snap penalty against the offense only hurts it after you had the return, have a penalty. Here's another penalty. But maybe Braylon Lewis is saying, hey, let's commit them all. I want to show that I can show scouts that I can go 95 yards down the field and tie the game. Let's make it more challenging on us.
2nd and 18 now, and yeah, you don't want that to happen. Trips out of the bottom of your screen. Team Stars has to go 95 yards right here, Will. Can they do it? Braylon Lewis fires the ball over the middle. That one is caught right at the 15-yard line. They needed that to get back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or two more. Clock continues to roll right here. When will Team Stars burn one of two of their timeouts?
Well, I don't think they would right here, but they certainly want to continue to have a sense of urgency. Players shaken up in this regard, but they do want to go quickly, not trying to go quickly at all right now. And that's interesting when you look at what's going on in this scenario, because
20 and counting. Team Stars needs to pick up this first down right here. 3rd and 7. Braylon Lewis. Oh my goodness. Looking like Johnny Manziel out there trying to make a play. He'll take off and run. He's got the first down and he stumbles out of bounds. Braylon Lewis, what a play right there.
Well, time and time again, he's made plays with his feet. We described that he was a first-team All-District quarterback with over 1,000 rushing yards. You're starting to understand why that's the case, because he just can make plays with his feet, extend plays. That's what you want in quarterbacks nowadays, and that is what he's giving to you in a huge first down. With a minute to go, it's going to be a good finish.
Yes, it is. Ball at the 28-yard line, their own 28-yard line. Clock is stopped. Still have 2 timeouts, 1:05 left to go. Fires the ball over the middle. It's caught at the 46-yard line. He's brought down right there. Nice connection to number 22, Cameron Reed. Clock stops while they spot the football. And now they're just playing backyard football right here. Don't have enough time to get the play in. And they'll take a timeout right here. As you see the replay on your screen right now, beautiful ball over the middle. Nice little touch pass there by Braylon Lewis. And really a great play by the receiver right there, Cameron Reed.
Oh, Reed goes up and makes a great play. He runs down the field. That's what receivers have to do at this point in the game as well. You're dealing with a tough situation because the middle of the field generally is going to be open during this time of the ball game, because the defense wants to avoid you getting to the sideline, making you burn those timeouts, as they have to worry about the clock in this scenario. But the young man out of Mascoutah, Illinois, making a great play right there to get them toward midfield. That was a nice connection, and you see that Lewis is showing his ability as a passer and a runner over the last 2 plays.
So first down and 10, ball at the 47-yard line. Team Stars, can they perform right now and get this ball into the end zone?
Well, that's the question, and how are they going to do it?
That timeout was taken by Team Dream, by the way. So Team Stars still has 2 timeouts. Plenty of time here. Ball right at midfield. Lewis, ball on the left side. Is that caught? No, incomplete. I thought for a second that Cameron Reed, the kid from Illinois, was going to make an all-time play here in the Dream All-American Underclassmen game.
But one of the Lunford boys comes up instead. Kieran Lunford making the pass coverage on the defensive side, and you see that he had to have it, because Lewis, you look at this ball right now, as we slow it down for you, he goes toward that back shoulder. Lunford's there. And oh, that really could have been a catch, but you see, he gets all 10 fingers on it. Lunford at the end is the one who rips it out. That's an incredible play made in the secondary.
And also, his foot was out of bounds, so he would have came down with that. His foot still would have been out of bounds, but still a great effort. Lewis is going to take off, using his legs as he has all day. The 1,000-yard rusher from Cypress, Texas, picks up another first down. 34 seconds left to go, and we're getting close to the red zone now, Will. All the way from the 5 to the red zone.
Very close. When they back themselves up with multiple penalties, a return, a false start, we said they just want to make it harder for themselves, right? They want to have to try to go 95 yards down the field to potentially tie this ball game. Now you've got 34 seconds left and a pair of timeouts to work with. 30 yards to go, certainly within reach based off what we've seen on this drive.
If you told me with 1:40 left when they were on their own 5-yard line that with 34 seconds left, they would be on the Team Dream 34-yard line with 2 timeouts remaining in their back pocket, I would have called you crazy. They've got trips out left here, and penalty flag. They continue to try and make it harder on themselves. It's going to be an illegal substitution call on them here.
Wow, that's another one of those same penalties, and costly because time is of the essence as well. And sometimes when you commit penalties in this area of the game, you have to burn a timeout to avoid a 10-second runoff. Doesn't look like that's going to have to be the case. The clock was stopped.
So 1st and 15. As you mentioned, there will be no 10-second runoff. In at running back now for team star number 17, Isaiah Osei of Green Mountain High School there in Colorado. Dropping back to pass, and he's sacked from the left side. He's made so many big plays today, and he makes another one. It's number 5, Kerry Spires.
Oh man, Mr. Spires doing just some big things today, rushing free toward the quarterback, and he applied a big hit in a big moment, and that is really one of the biggest plays of the game. Let's get another look right here. Spires outside on the end, beats his man easily and blows up the quarterback. A just huge move to get outside the right tackle and go to work. Pass rush needs to come alive late in the ball game when it's a clear passing situation. Spires rises to the occasion in that respect.
Yes, he does. So 7-point game here, 23 seconds left to go, 2nd down and 22. Stars burns one of those 2 timeouts, so only 1 remaining right here. I mean, you have to get out of bounds if you are Coach Logan Wells and this offense. You kind of want to save that last timeout for a last-ditch effort with 5-10 seconds left remaining for one more shot to the end zone. We'll see what happens. I would watch out for Dominic Colosi here in the slot. Braylon Lewis, he's been magical all day. Does he have another surprise in him? Over the middle! It's to Colosi, and he dropped it. Didn't quite haul it in. I almost thought I was going to get into being a psychic after that if he would have caught that right there. I said watch out for Colosi. They targeted him. He was open, but couldn't quite hold on.
Certainly had to watch out for him. Huge missed opportunity right there, but great design, great play. You had to have something on that long 22 yards to gain to get to the sticks, and now you're working in a really tough situation. You have to get 22 yards, and you don't have to get them all in this scenario, but the game also hangs in the balance in this respect because of the fact that there's just 15 seconds to go. So what can you dial up here in this scenario, Hunter? If you have something open toward the middle of the field, get it, call your timeout, and get a final heave toward the end zone.
So 3rd down and 22 after the penalty and the sack. Only 15 seconds left to go. Ball spot at the 42. Lewis in the solo shotgun. Pass rush trying to get to it. He's going to go down. And they're going to have to burn that last timeout. Kerry Spires making his statement today. At the very least, his 3rd sack of the day.
And second in as the last 3 plays and coming in the biggest moments of the game. It's the Rising Stars game, and he is rising up right now. That is certainly the biggest play of the day thus far for Team Dream, and he comes in and just with a big-time sack twice, and then coming in different areas. Both times coming off that right side, and first time he just blows up the quarterback running into him. This time he hustles and has to finish the play because obviously it's trying to get extended. Lewis knows, hey, we take a sack here, it's pretty much one final prayer to the end zone, and that's what we're going to see here. What type of trickery can we see? You're going to really have to test the arm strength of Lewis, but I love the fact that you see Team Dream still rush 4. Because a lot of times in these scenarios, you'll see teams rush 3. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Put guys on the quarterback. Sometimes you get all these guys drop back. It gives the quarterback time. And I think Braylon Lewis, that's the thing, you don't want to give him time because he's too dynamic. So we'll see what they do here.
Only 8 seconds left to go. If they can get a short pass out of bounds, But that's also the thing. They need to get 22 to convert this fourth down. So likely the last play for this Team Stars offense. Lewis drops back to pass under pressure. Going to step up over the left side. Throws a Hail Mary down the middle, and it's intercepted. That's going to be the end of the ball game. Team Dream calls game. It's number 7, Kieran Lunford, and he struts on out of bounds. Takes out one of his own coaches, but it's okay because they got the victory.
Oh man, what a way to end the ball game. We saw a lot of INTs today. The secondaries came to play, and what a just fantastic ball game that we got to witness today. It comes down to the wire. Last play of scrimmage decides it with a game-sealing interception.
Well, Will, it was a good run. We had a lot of fun here at AT&T Stadium today. We want to thank our producer, Trey Bell of Tradio, and Dream Sports CEO and the Dream Sports Group, Shannon Riley, for having us out. For Will Connerly, my broadcast partner, and Hunter Paris, you've been watching the 2024 Dream All-American Bowl Rising Stars game. Until next time, we'll see you real soon.